Oh, howdy.
So you get all the way to the...
What up? Jose, what's going on with you, me compadre? Don't mind me, I'm doing a little bit of rat killing here. Kelly, my brother. Sandra, como esta? Let me get an address punched in here too. A little bit of rat killing. Oh, just trucking, man. Just trucking. Trucking games. Think about that vacation. Next week's my last week before I start vacation. I'm ready for it. I guarantee told you I'm ready for it. Let's see here. You know what? I bet that is in my search book here. Let's find out. No, damn it. Well, that sucks. So I gotta go this route anyhow. 78109. Let's see, that's going to be on the eastbound side, I think. We can go with I-10 then. Nope. It ain't liking this. Alright, I'll have to do that differently tomorrow. Alright, what'd I miss? Oh, you hush. Yep, I'm off duty. Well, I got done with just a couple minutes. What's up there, new me? See Hill, howdy. Well, that depends upon what the lumper's doing, dude. Every load's different. First day hopping in the seat ever. Well, I'm glad my advice helped you. Thank you very much. Well, people dropping out already. I guess they couldn't handle me playing with my GPS. They get over it. Or they won't. And that is 78109. I know I said I was going to do this in the morning, but it'll drive me nuts if I don't get it done.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
I don't like to pay lumpers. It ain't my job to pay lumpers. I take it you're having a issue with somebody on that. You know what? They're not going to be on there simply because I don't see it. We'll try it, but I don't think that. Well, there it is. I'll be damned. Well, I'm going to save that to the address book. And add it to the back. Then I got to take this front one off.
Proceed to the highlighted
What up,
route.
see? You're out of hours. I can't find parking. And 50 miles of my drop off. Alman, howdy. No, see, actually, you're not supposed to keep going. You can try going on personal conveyance or something like that, but technically, you're still in trouble. Have you contacted your company? What do they tell you to do? That's always your first thing, and you know what they're going to tell you. You should have stopped an hour ago. They don't understand our crystal ball don't just work everywhere. All right, 144 miles to Dallas. Then 209 miles to the house. Then I have 251 miles to go to my delivery Monday. Me and Grandma will discuss on if I leave Sunday. And I might. Being it's my last work week before I take 2 weeks off. Let's see, I can turn that off and I need to put that window up over there. It's a little chilly here. 53 degrees here in Oklahoma, where I is. Kelly, what's going on, my brother? Well, you gotta be careful being a freelance and charging cheap. Them other lumpers are liable to not like you very well. Josh, howdy. I hear you, Kelly. Same shit out here, man. Oh. She told me where I was going in Dallas, which we have 2 places over there by the same name, same company, MHC. One of them is a nightmare, one ain't. And I just knew it was the nightmare place I was going to until I got to the yard to pick my load up, and no, it's the decent place. Well, it's 75 to 150 bucks for what? See, that's the whole point, dude, is, you know, it always depends upon how you had to break them down. And I've seen 20 pallets in a truck turn out to be 80 pallets. It's all depends upon what you got to do, how much fingerprint you got to do, and all that stuff. Every load's different. So, you know. And what if you got a load of watermelon? I know they don't load them like they used to. Now they put them in them cardboard bins. But they used to put them in your trailer with straw. They'd put straw in there and melons in there, more straw and more melons. And they left us a hell of a mess we had to get rid of. And they never did want the straw there at the farmer's market where you just unloaded at. I remember them days only too well. I've been out here for a minute. Miss Clementine, what's up? I had renamed you. What did I rename you? What was your nickname I gave you? Give it up now. Okay, well, hell, if you're happy with 75 to 150 bucks, that's all that counts is that you're happy and they're paying. Actually, Michael that comes on here, Grumpy, his brother had to pay like a $600 or $800 lumper fee here about a year ago. I forget what it was, some stupid money. Get a load of makeup and take it to Walmart or one of them. Nowadays, I know they got the flat fees. Back in the day, Walmart didn't have the flat fees they got today. And you get you a load of makeup and take in there. Oh my goodness. Because it all has to be fingerprinted, counted, repalletized. Stupid money. $500 and $600, and it's going to take you anywhere from 4 to 8 hours. I've been listening to the Robertsons from Duck Dynasty. Nomad sent me a link to one of them he had listened to. Thank you, Nomad. I've been enjoying them. I've been listening to them all day. I can't hear my phone worth a damn unless it's on the headset, so I'm getting the phone here from listening to them. They are some interesting individuals, and they got some good testimony. I've been enjoying it. You forgot, wasn't it something off of a John Wayne movie? Dadgummit. I'll think of it in a minute. Being late? Yeah. There are those with fines for being late. That's true. Right, Kelly. And once again, it depends upon what it was. But you're talking about half a cow, put it on their shoulder and walk out. That's some manual labor. Huh. I'm damn sure when it went back for a pallet of strawberries, nope. If I had my bills, I'd been gone. I'm not a big fan of Walmart. What up, Big Daddy? Oh, she's doing real good, man. She's getting a little excited. We got a 2-week vacation coming up. She's fixing to go watch one of the grandbabies graduate high school, then going to see 4 of the younger ones. So she can get all kinds of grandma slobbers all over them babies. We've got them already in college. Makes you feel old when you got grandchildren. Got one that should be getting ready to graduate college. Boy, I feel old. Watch your mouth, Kelly. We do know where you live, mister. Yeah, there's stores too. It's gotten where, yeah, right, Kelly? Carlos, what's up, my brother? Now you're the first one in tonight. Oh, yeah. Well, not daily trip reports, no. We do trip reports according to the trip. I do daily inspection reports. Huh. Well, they're wrong about that. There's some of us, he was saying the reason Walmart don't have cashiers is because mad customers spend money. I've been known to walk out, dude, and leave my cart right there. I detest Walmart. What I was about to say, I've gotten better about it, but I still hate them. Grandma will go into town and she'll do the Walmart shopping that we need done before I get to town. Then when I go there, we go over to H-E-B to do our grocery shopping. Yes and yes. I've got my evening meds still to take. Oh yeah, a lot of people go through that self-checkout. I don't do it. If you want me to ring myself up and check myself out, give me a 10% discount. Pay me for the wages that you're saving. What up, Cliff? Thank you, Carlos. Good on them. You miss your YouTube family? Well, I've stepped back a little bit on all my live streaming and stuff. I guess y'all have noticed that. That being said, though, here in about 3 weeks, about the 30th, I think, more or less, the end of the month, I'm going to have a special for you. Maybe a couple of them. So, you know, y'all keep watching. It'll be right after I get back from vacation. If it comes down like it's supposed to. There you go. That's the way to do it. JJ, what up? No, dude, I'm at the yard 2 or 3 times a week. I usually make it to the yard Monday night or Tuesday morning. Then I'm only out a day and back. So I'm at the yard 2 or 3 times a week. So I drop mine off at the yard. When I was staying out all week for them, running out west or any crazy stuff that I used to do for them, I'd just take a picture with my phone and text it to them. They wanted me to send it to an email address, but I never did figure out how to take a picture and email it to them. So I would just take a picture and text it to my dispatcher, and he'd get it over there to the right department. Then when he quit and the general manager took me over, And I was sending her these pictures. She says, stop it. You come to the yard 2 or 3 times a week. Just stop it. Drop your stuff off. I said, okay. So, yeah, I've got a trip report that I do. Most drivers do. Oh, goodness. That's a fact, Michael. The stuff they put in your food. I tell you what was an eye-opener for me. And it was 25 years ago or more. I hadn't been in the industry very long. Had my hazmat and all that stuff, and I picked up a hazmat load that had to be placarded, and I don't remember what it was. And I took it to a food processing plant for them to add to the food. I'm like, wait a damn minute. This has to be placarded, and it's going in our food? Crazy. North Little Rock. Yep, been there, done that. That might happen, Ralph. I'll have to wait until Trump gets done. Trump's doing good. So I have to wait until he gets done. The games the Democrats are playing right now, and it's crazy. You seen they voted to charge Barr with contempt of Congress? That ain't going nowhere. That's nothing but a show. That's all it is. And they're blocking all the stupid stuff the Democrats are doing. That that Russian report did not say what they wanted it to say. Barr wouldn't come out and say what they wanted him to say. So they're just trying to string this out and create something out of nothing. Is all they're trying to do, and it's a crock of bull. That's just my thoughts. Yeah, JJ, that cop wasn't after me. What he's talking about, me and JJ was talking on the phone earlier. There was Evel Knievel sitting on the side shooting, and he was looking dead square at me, and he hit his lights on his bike and started putting his radar gun up. And I told JJ, I'm fixing to get a damn ticket. I got to go. But nope, he came out and around me and stopped a car that had been riding right beside me. Thank you, Lord. See, he takes care of fools. I was talking on the phone, not paying attention. He could have got me for about 14 mile an hour over speed limit. That ain't good. Well, there's some of us that like to have an assigned trailer. Michael's asking here, and I keep forgetting some people are not reading this stuff. Here's the question. How come company drivers are not assigned a trailer instead of dropping and hooking often? Wouldn't it be easier just to be assigned a trailer? And I've been with companies where you are assigned a trailer. And the good side of that is you know the maintenance on that trailer. So you're not picking up a bad trailer, which happens a lot. The downside of that, besides, how should I say this? The downside about dropping and hooking is that you are picking up bad trailers. A plus side to dropping and hooking is like I do at my yard, is that I don't have to kill all that time in a dock. You ask any driver that's been out here a long time, and they'll tell you most of our wasted time is sitting in a dock. So it's a lot easier on me to, like today, pick up in the Dallas area and drop at our yard and turn and burn. Otherwise, I would have had to sit at our yard all night and wait for tomorrow to go deliver that load. Instead, I dropped and I bounced 200 miles closer to where I can start delivering tomorrow. So there's a catch-22 either way. Well, I don't. Jose is saying, why do company drivers like to compare the pay with other drivers? Is it bragging rights? Me, I don't compare my pay. You have never heard me say on here, well, maybe once or twice, but I doubt it. I don't tell how much money I make per mile, and I don't tell you how much money I make per week. And unless I'm interested in a job with another company, I don't ask other drivers what they make per mile or per week. Now, if I'm investigating, doing my homework, as I tell y'all to do, then I'll ask some different drivers what kind of money they're making with that company. I don't ask them exactly, and I say, about what kind of money are you making? So, to me, it's real simple. What Larry Williams pays me is between me and Larry Williams. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm making and then him offer you 2 or 3 cents less, and you say, well, Papa Joe's making this. Well, Papa Joe's been over here over 3 years. You know, and me and Larry has our agreement. You work out your agreement with Larry. That's just how I am. Been like that forever. Well, actually, Big Daddy, they just made milk hazmat here a few years ago. And they started making them put spill tanks around the milk tanks, too. And that's stupid. You know? And do you know why they say milk is hazmat, Big Daddy? Oh, yeah, Ken, I'm staying dry. There's a bad storm coming through the house right now. I didn't look to see if it was going to reach up here this far. Oh, ain't no need feeling bad, JJ. That's all part of trucking. That's what I had to get Grandma to understand. I was already a driver when me and Grandma got together. And she tripped the first ticket or two I got, whether it was speeding, inspection, or whatever. And it's all a numbers game, man. It doesn't matter. If you stay out here long enough and you rack up enough miles, sooner or later you're going to get some kind of ticket. It's a numbers game. The drivers that tell me they've been out here 25, 30, 40 years, and I've never hit nothing, I've never got a ticket, blah, blah, blah. I don't buy it. They've done something, they just don't tell on themselves, which ain't all bad, but don't expect me to believe you. Well, I've sat in many a dock and not just produce sheds for a long time. Yeah, I know, Carlos, but I never say never. Every time I say I ain't gonna do that again. Next thing I know, I'm right there. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I ain't doing reefers again. But sure enough, I'll end up in a reefer. Now I'll tell you quick, fast, in a hurry, I'd prefer not to do one. I'd prefer not to do flatbedding. This driver parked right over there blocking the driveway. Some of these drivers. Well, it would make a difference, but I'm afraid they wouldn't want to pay us in much more than minimum wage. Well, it's not about the fish. It's because of the fat that's in it. It's heavy in fat, and that is bad for the soil. And it gets into the water supply and all this other nonsense. But that at the same time period that they made milk hazmat and one of them started putting the catch tanks around the milk tanks, they was talking about putting some kind of bag on cows' asses and catching cow parts because the methane was bad for the atmosphere. Really? What about all these other critters running around the wild? You know all of them do. All of them fart. What about the elephant farts? You know, I mean, I'm serious. They was actually going there. This was some of their thinking. What up, one account? Well, Cliff, if you read on that Catskill ticket, it'll tell you they only guarantee the gross weight. So if that ticket you got at the scale house was for gross weight, then Catskill won't pay the ticket or the fine. If you're going to fight it, they will send somebody to represent you in court. Well, I told you, JJ, give him my name and my channel. Yeah, that's true, Michael. Well, you know what that fingerprint means, don't you, Jose? Yeah, exactly, one account. Ah. Jim Dunn, what's up? Ah, okay, Carlos. I knew you'd have to get tacos in here. Fingerprinting, Jose, that means that you have to pick up a crate off a pallet and put it on another one. It means you have to manually handle the boxes or the crates or whatever you're breaking down. That's called fingerprinting. So if you're tearing pallets down, when you're lumping them loads, you're fingerprinting the load. Chances are he won't, JJ, but you did your part. You tried. Oh, yeah. There's nothing new about this. Look, it's real simple. Y'all know I'm a man of faith. It's real simple. If God wants this earth to last, there is nothing we can do to destroy it. Period. If God don't want this earth to last, there's nothing we can do to save it. Period. That's just how I look at it. He does. He wakes up just to have tacos. Well, most truck drivers don't like fingerprinting. What's up, 03? I didn't see you call, Jim Dunn, but I've been listening to videos all day. It has interrupted the videos when people called. But I sure would have gave you a little advice. Well, maybe. I thought you didn't like my advice. I couldn't give you good advice. I told you the wrong place to eat that you didn't even find. You're going to differ on what? On destroying the earth? Well, that part's true. They want us divided. It's the governments that try to divide the people. It's the politics, the politicians, and their thinking is what wants to divide us. And I'm not saying, folks, that we should try to trash the world and all this. I'm not saying that we can't mess it up. You know, what I'm saying is if God doesn't want the world in such a manner that it kills everything off, it won't happen. I mean, God spoke the universe and the cosmos into existence. You're not going to destroy it if he don't want it destroyed. We've done proved that we can mess it up. Some of the nasty stuff we see out here, and I ain't talking about just the trash on the highways. Look at some of the strip mining and stuff we've done. Look at the forests that we've cut down, and yeah, we're doing some damage to it that we need to stop doing. I'll agree with that. Some trucker says he carries 110. Okay. I'm not following you, Josh. And you can carry 100,000 pounds. I used to carry 100,000 pounds. In Georgia, I carried it all the time. I constantly, pretty much every load. But for $20, we got a permit, and I would haul from our plant down to the port. About a 250-mile run. And every one of them was 100,000 pounds. $20 per load. I never understood why I didn't get the tags for it, but wasn't my business. Jim Dunn, where did you eat at, dude? Did you go to the Rice Palace like I told you? If you did, why did you put up a tag for New Orleans? If you went to the Rice Palace, why didn't you sit down in there and eat? Why would you get a bowl to go? And then holler it wasn't no good. Long white line, what's up? It sounds like a good run. What, 100,000? Not if you got a permit for it. How do you think they move these megaloads and stuff around? All these supersized that you see with all the cop escorts and other escorts, and some of them weigh up to 500,000 pounds. How you think they move them? You pay the government off. I mean, you buy permits. When I was running Ford Freight out of Detroit area, we had to go straight down through Ohio. And like clockwork, every day there was 3 megaloads that they moved out up there. They were so big and so heavy, they had cop escorts, and they could only go 5 miles an hour over the interstate bridges. That's how big they were. That's how heavy they were. And they were legal. Everybody was making money off that load. State made money off the permits. The cops made money off the escort service. It's a racket. What up, TJ? $480 miles to go. Well, you about got her whooped. Backwoods, what's up? I've been just kicking back and enjoying a little bit of time for me. Watching a few videos. Getting a little preaching to me. Just different stuff. How about that? Know that area pretty decent. There's a Caterpillar plant just north of that. Right, money keeps the industry going. Oh, everybody makes bank on them loads. And the driver does all right too. Well, that's cool. Being you're all making all the money, let me borrow some money from you. Had a driver a little while back telling me that all you big time truck drivers ought to be able to make a living and bank $50,000 a year. And in 5 years' time, you ought to be able to retire. I ain't found that job, but when y'all do, I think Long White Line's got that job. He's making all the big bucks. Monroe, Georgia. Where'd you go? Walmart? I used to live over there real close to Monroe. My boy Joe used to dispatch for Swift out of the Walmart there in Monroe. Bend, Oregon. Not laid out good, huh? Knight is just one of your typical mega companies, dude. I guarantee you, you could make a better choice. You need to do more homework. Yeah, they wasn't too bad in there. I delivered in there a few times when I lived over in that neck of the woods. Long white line we call C.H. Robinson cheap and heavy. We call them cheap and heavy for a reason. Don't sign a contract to be on that load. If they put you on there dedicated, that's fine. But you'll see your money dropping with with cheap and heavy. Just a heads up, dude. All right, good night, Jose. You gotta be careful in Georgia on some of them back roads. Oh, excuse me. Georgia's got a lot of back roads you ain't supposed to be on, and they're not well marked. I used to have a little map that I'd printed out I'd got offline. There's a whole bunch of roads. Just little pieces of them. Oh, Michael, if you talk to some of us older drivers, we still do. So many of the kids as in young and experienced out there, not age, they don't understand it. From Monroe to Forsyth, I don't know what road you was on. From Monroe, you should have got on, what is that, 78? I ran it into 285 and went around. You got on you just followed your GPS is what you did. You should have looked at a map. And Jim Dunn, if you didn't like the Rice Palace, you'll never like Cajun food. Rice Palace is some of the best Cajun food you'll get. What up, Jim? Jim Yarbrough. I used to know a Yarbrough. You're proof what, Jim Dunn? That you ain't got any taste? And it's real simple, dude. Some people just don't like certain foods. I went through a lot of that with Rolling Stone. I was teaching him a lot of the nicknames and stuff like that. Some of them's not politically correct anymore. $83 ain't all bad. 11 ain't too terribly bad. You still would have been better off to got on the big road and ran around Atlanta and down 75. Don't waste your money, JJ. Don't send him no crawfish. He's already got it in his mind that he don't like Cajun food. Period. You'll never change his mind. Don't even waste your time, your money, or your breath. Well, Boston, long time since you've been on here, buddy. Yep, you're right, Carlos. He says, we appreciate all you guys being here tonight. That's true. Appreciate everybody stopping in and hollering howdy. Backwoods, check out CFI. They're not all bad. You need to watch on these mega companies. A lot of them want you to run team with another rookie for a little while. Some of them, like CRST, that's all they hire is teams. Stay away from teams. Stay away from them trying to force you to run with a rookie. You're a big enough risk by yourself. The last thing you need to do is put your life on the line for some other idiot that ain't got a clue. CFI's not all bad from what I've heard. Schneider isn't all bad. I don't know if Schneider's OTR, if that's even what you want. I don't know that Schneider runs OTR anymore. JB Hunt, Schneider, and some of them, they cut out their company trucks running OTR. They're keeping them more regional, and they're putting their OTR on, which is over the road. They're putting their OTR loads on owner-operators. So, there you go. Okay, Dylan. I hear you, Long White Line. I'm in Stringtown, Oklahoma. Well, that's cool. But you're still a good half hour over, right? Well, good deal, Austin. I don't know where Palm Beach is. Never heard of it. All right, Backwoods. Well, I don't know about their pay over there, but I've been told that they treat the drivers good. They got good terminals. They got decent equipment. Uh, I ran with a couple owner operators when I did Ford Freight. They kept them on a tight rein as their only complaint. And see, I don't know if they've been doing you good or not. I assume they have been. Good old Laredo. Well, that ain't all bad for Schneider to be changing up. Shame they're sticking with Freightliner, though. Ain't nothing wrong with helping your dad out backwoods. You only gonna have him so long. It is what it is. See, that's part of this electronic logs. I went over the other day. Then when I was talking to the general manager, that was Tuesday I went over. And I was talking to her Wednesday morning about trucking stuff. And I told her, oh yeah, I went over on my logs last night. And I told her why. It was flooding coming out of Houston for one thing. And then 15 minutes, less than 15 minutes from where I'm going to stop, there's a traffic accident that held me up a half hour. So I was about a half hour over on my logs. I told her I went about a half hour, about 23 minutes actually. I said, no, I didn't call your safety department, or I didn't call your screwballs in safety department is what I said. And she just started laughing. And I said, I thought I was nice. She said, I thought you was too. I said, if they catch it, they can call me. So, what up, son? You need to be in bed, dude. It's going on midnight your time. Dude, I know where it is. I used to run down that way. I was pulling your chain. So you going to, now is that where your sister lives, is down that far? I thought they lived up in North Florida. You have to call me and tell me what you got going on. Hell, you never know. Me and Grandma might want to move to Florida. Yep, that's a fact, see? That bites us in the butt all the time. Watch your mouth, son. That's a scary thought. You're helping her with homework? All right, Cliff, good night. All right, good night, both of you, son. Love you both. Okay, Austin. Yeah, what I'm thinking of is up by Arkansas. And he has a brother or sister and brother-in-law down in Florida helped him get his CDLs. Talked to him a couple of weeks ago. He's debating on going back down there. That's the problem with having all these subscribers is I do get a few with the same names. And with my sometimers, yeah, I get them mixed up sometimes. Imagine that, right? Can't believe this place ain't packed out yet. Yeah, son, I totally understand. Elk, what's up? JJ, that's a scary thought. I ain't been all bad. Been taking a little break from this stuff a little bit. I'm just getting tired and burnt out on everything. On trucking. I was living for this. Hell, every night I was on here doing a live stream. I'm just tired. We'll see who my faithful ones are that stick it out through my slow times. There's plenty of videos in the archive y'all can go watch. I know y'all ain't watched, what have I got up, Carlos? 3,000 videos or some nonsense? I know there ain't no way y'all watched all of them. You know, along my line for years I preached not to let the companies take your per diem out. Since this new tax reform, that per diem is actually a good thing for truck drivers. So, and I need to tell Stone that too. Well, no, he's with a different company now. I don't know how they do their per diem. And the headset is charged up for tomorrow. Let me plug this in. No, Jim Dunn, you made an impression on me. I ain't gonna say if it was good or bad, but I definitely remember you. I wish I could afford to retire. Well, see Hill. See Hill. I'm sorry, see Lee. See Lost. Blah, 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 blah. See, go back and watch my trucking videos. There's so many of them, it's pitiful. I've lost count of how many videos I got. And you're quite welcome. Thanks for acknowledging it. 680's all right. I still like my W900. Yeah, I did. I said it. Shame on me. Oh, goodness. I'm about to call it a night, boys and girls. Got to get up in the morning and get ready to go see Grandma. Well, that's why they make so many trucks. We all have like different ones. We take my bedtime meds before Carlos calls Grandma. He'll snitch me out in a heartbeat. Snitches get stitches, buddy. Oh, that went down rough. Time for more Mountain Dew. Oh, I'm so ready for my time off. Do I have? Yes, there's one in there. Good. Making sure I got my coffee in the can over there. All right, see you. Good night. That's right. Yeah, 389's a Peterbilt. I got a plastic Pete now. All right, Carlos. Good night, my brother. All right, folks, I'm going to get off here. Y'all remember, the good Lord loves you, and so do I. Appreciate y'all coming in. Oh, good night. Yep, it was feeding the birds. I'll give y'all a quick second there. Say your nights.